Hi everyone, welcome back to Coffee, Cats, and Book Chats. In honor of Valentine's Day this weekend, I would love to talk to you about my top favorite romance books and a little bit about each one as well as their tropes and my ratings. Now, most of them are rated 4 stars, some of them above that, but that is because they are in my top favorite romance books. So let's get started. I've got my coffee in my Bell cup. Oliver is walking around now, but he has been glaring at me. Now he's trying to escape, so that's great. Let's get started. The first book that I want to talk to you about is A Not So Meet Cute by Megan Quinn. This one was 4 stars for me. It's fake dating trope. He's a billionaire. I think with that, plus the MMC's personality gave me Christian Grey vibes, but without the S&M. It also references and gives the Beauty and the Beast and Pretty Woman vibes. And it is funny that they reference that because it definitely, even if they wouldn't have referenced that, it definitely gives those vibes. Definitely recommend that one. The next one is Happy Place by Emily Henry. This was my first Emily Henry book, and after reading it, it made me want to read all of Emily Henry. You know, when you just discover that author and you're like, what else have they written? Like, do I want to read more? I need more. I can't just be done with this. That was this one for me with Emily Henry. Fake dating. This was 4 stars for me. They were really dating and then broke up but hadn't told their mutual group of friends, so they pretend they're still dating. Second chance romance, only one bed, if that is one of your favorite tropes. The next book is Battle of the Bookstores. That was a 4 stars for me. That was by Ali Brady. This was my first Ali Brady book as well, and I really enjoyed it. It just hit a little different than other romance books for me. Rivals to Lovers, Grumpy Sunshine trope, but reversed, where, you know, I feel like typically the MMC is the grump. In this one, it was the FMC was the grump, and the MMC was the sunshine. So, it was interesting. Like I said, it just gave me different vibes than most other romance books. The next one is Part of Your World by Abby Jimenez. I love Abby Jimenez, and actually this was my first Abby Jimenez book, and just like with Emily Henry, I was like, I need more from this author. This was a 4 stars for me. It is part of a series, and I will be talking about the 2 books that come after this one. Now, the series it's not a continued story type of series. It's just each book revolves around different characters that were mentioned from the first book. Like, they weren't the main characters, but then in the second book they are type of series. With its small town romance, opposites attract. There's an age gap in this one. And then the next book is Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. So this is book 2 in that series. This was also 4 stars for me. Fake dating, Grumpy Sunshine, which the Grumpy Sunshine trope, I have to say, is one of my favorites. When it's a grumpy MMC, I love it. I don't know why, because if my husband's a grump, no, I don't have time for you to be grumpy. But my MMCs in the book, I love it. Forced proximity in this one. Yeah. Next book, Say You'll Remember Me, also by Abby Jimenez. This isn't the third one in that series. I'll do that one later. But this was her new one in 2025, and it was 4.5 stars for me. I really enjoyed it. Once again, with the grumpy sunshine trope, you're gonna hear me say that over and over and over again, because since it's one of my favorite tropes, a lot of these have that. There's long distance romance, right person, wrong time style. And then this next one, Heartless by Elsie Silver, I am actually still currently listening to. I have not finished it yet. I am close though. I only have like maybe an hour left in the book. And I already know I'm going to rate it 4.5 stars because I have really enjoyed this one. It's grumpy sunshine. It's laugh out loud humor in it. I mean, I don't know that I've ever, within the first 2 minutes, I was laughing out loud. And just even thinking of the part that made me laugh in the first 2 minutes is just gonna make me laugh again. Anyways, fun, witty humor, small town. That whole series of Elsie Silver's is small town romance. The next one is The Love Haters by Catherine Center. This was 4 stars for me. This one had forced proximity, fake dating, grumpy sunshine trope, and a protective MMC. I also love a good protective MMC. That's why I like fantasy, romantasy books a lot, because they're always so protective. Love that. My next book is Just for Summer by Abby Jimenez. So this one is the 3rd book in the Part of Your World, Yours Truly, and Just for Summer. This one was 4 stars for me. There is fake dating. It's a slow burn, strangers to friends to lovers trope. Okay. Next book is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. This one was 4 stars for me. Enemies to lovers, which I also like that trope. I love a good clashing. There's a theme here with my favorites, if you can't tell. Grumpy sunshine, which is also mostly of the time the enemies to lovers, it seems like. I mean, they're grumpy, partly why they're enemies. This was a slow burn. I don't mind a slow burn as long as it's done correctly. If it's a slow burn, but it's just a slow storyline, then I don't want any time for that. My last book I'm going to talk to you guys about is Rom-Commers by Catherine Center. One of the things I loved that she added in this book was something I never thought of on my own, but it's 100% true when it comes to romance. Anything, romance movies, romance books. And she says that you always know how a romance story is going to end, but it's how you get there. And that is so true, because you always know, okay, yep, they're gonna fall in love in the end and they'll live happily ever after. But the fun part is how you get to that point. And so that was a cool little thing that Catherine added in this book. But this one is an enemies to lovers, grumpy sunshine, of course, and a forced proximity trope. This was a 4 stars for me as well. Leave your recommendations in the comments for your favorite romance, and I hope everyone has a great Valentine's.